After a long and successful career, including stage wins at the Tour de France and the Vuelta a España, Luis León Sánchez bowed out of professional cycling at the end of this year's Vuelta. The 2020 Spanish champion sat down with his former teammate Alberto Contador to reflect on 20 years in the pro peloton.
Ese niño de Mula que se subió.
So this kid from Mula who jumped on a bike to see what he could do with it.
Capaz de hacer con esa bicicleta.
This kid has decided now it's time to retire.
De retirarse.
Bueno, a ver, para mí, yo no.
I don't come from a family with cycling tradition. I started because of my father's infamous accident.
Luis's father, a former police officer in the Basque Country, suffered a knee injury following a terrorist attack. The doctors recommended cycling during his rehabilitation, and in order to not ride alone, he gave Leon and his brother a bike each.
It all started like a game, but with a dream, like you had to become a professional cyclist. I was able to do it for 20 years, and I can't complain about the results either. I've enjoyed it until the last moment, but we all have to make decisions in life, and my time has come to finish. Among all of your wins, which is the most special to you? You always dream of racing the Tour de France. If you're so lucky to win a stage there, and you also know what it means. For me, my first win there and being able to dedicate it to my brother, who died in an accident not long before that, made me realize I could achieve something in cycling.
Por pensar que podía conseguir grandes cosas en el ciclismo, ¿no?
¿Alguna espinita que se te queda?
When you look back, is there anything that you'd have done differently or you would have loved to have done instead?
Ahora cuando miras para atrás.
Me hubiese gustado correr contigo después de.
I would have liked to race with you after our careers went their separate ways.
No, porque la forma tuya de correr era una
I love your way of racing. It's very spectacular.
El carisma que tenía en carrera.
The charisma you had during the race. Everyone would have loved that in their teams. And I was also lucky to be your friend while racing.
Amigo suyo todavía, imagínate.
You made possible the best and most special win of my career, more than the Tour de France, the Giro D'Italia, the Vuelta. That stage win at the Tour Down Under after my accident. You were leading the GC, and you let me win no matter what. In the end, having friends within a team, being helpful, getting along well is more important in day-to-day life. It's not the same as working for a teammate with whom you can have a good or a bad relationship. If you're friends, it's totally different than when you're just racing together. Many older pros talk about a change in the style of racing these days. How has it changed, in your opinion, from when you first started? It's very different now. Back in the days when the breakaway was gone, you could relax and start chatting to anyone, other riders from different teams and even rivals. Today it's very difficult to chat with someone else. Every team keeps themselves to themselves, and it feels like you're on a team ride during a race. Before you had the time to go and even joke with the other riders. Nowadays there's no time, and no one wants to do it anyway. What does the future have in store for you? It's something I don't really know. Alexander Vinokurov told me there's work for me in the team if I want, and we can talk about that in the future. I'll rest a bit at home and think about what my role could be. But now my priorities are my kids and my wife. They never asked me to retire. But I could sense they needed their father in the house.
Para mí han sido 20 años
It's been a
maravillosos,
wonderful
35
20
como
years,
montando en bicicleta.
35 since I first got on a
Lo voy a
bike.
seguir haciendo, me encanta
I'll stay in the world of
el mundo de la
cycling
bici,
because I
pero
love
de
it.
otra manera.
I'll continue to enjoy it in a
Disfrutar
different
del
role.
deporte
In the
de
end,
otra
you can
manera,
enjoy the
sin-
sport in different ways
sin
without getting
hacerte daño.
injured and continue to
Y
enjoy the
disfrutar
friends you
también de
made
los
while
amigos encima
racing.
de la bici.